gotta wait till I need to be out of the car to do it.
You need room?
This is Leroy Rollins' channel.
Good morning, people. It's early, but that's okay. Welcome to the video. So today we're going to do a full day of eating, off-season style. I'm going to take you guys through everything I'm going to eat typically during the day in the off-season. Now, with the off-season comes a little bit more flexibility than I would normally have on prep. However, most days during the week, especially when I'm at work and my schedule's very, very, very consistent, I'll eat probably 4 to 5 of the same thing every single day because it's easy to prepare, it's convenient, and it just keeps me on track. The weekends, I have a little bit more playroom just because my schedule is a little bit different and we might be traveling or something like that, so I might have a little bit more leeway with what I'm gonna eat as far as like food choices. Like for me, for example, if I'm gonna have like chicken and rice today, and rice is the carb, it's a lot more convenient to have rice cakes when I'm on the go because they're packaged and you don't have to heat them up, and like there's just other variables that are kind of taken care of with having rice cakes instead of rice. So like I said, today is going to be a very good example of what I will eat most days, Monday to Friday, even the weekends, right? If we're just hanging around the house and not doing a whole lot, then this is a good indicator of what I would have on that day as well. But because it's the off season, there is some variability, and I'll talk about that throughout the video, what I might switch out for other things. But this is kind of like a baseline plan that I'm following. So it's 10 to 6 right now. I'm actually training at 7. So this meal is technically my pre-workout meal as well as meal 1. So in this is oatmeal, peanut butter, whey, and an egg white. So it's, gotta shake it. The reason it's blended is out of convenience, in all honesty. In the morning, especially oatmeal, I've mentioned this before, whether it's posts or videos, I can't remember which, but I'm really kind of over oatmeal right now, but I'll still eat it just because it's a good carb source, and it does work for me. I just, taste-wise, I think I got beat up from oatmeal last prep. So what I do to get it down easier is blend it. So I put the oatmeal with water, peanut butter, the whey, and stuff like that, and just blend it all up, and then I'll drink it. Again, it's easy to go down versus sitting there with like an actual bowl of oatmeal. I find that harder to eat than this. Another reason it's blended is it doesn't feel as much. When I'm eating oatmeal on prep, it's usually a bowl. It's more volume because you're hungry and you're trying to stay full. Whereas this off season, my hunger is very rarely am I like hungry. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I could eat, but I'm not like nothing like prep hungry. There's no comparison at all. So this is just like drink it, get it over with, let it digest, and then we go to the gym. So we should be at the gym right around 7. So this will be in my stomach for about an hour. So quite a bit of it will be kind of working and slowly digesting. So yeah, that's meal 1, guys. I also take some vitamins in the morning. So I take a multivitamin, I take vitamin D, vitamin C, and a fish oil. So yeah, that's it. So we're gonna drink this back. It's not the most appealing. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you can kind of see on the rim all the chunks and stuff, but we gotta chew it. But it's squishy, it's soft, it's pretty good. It's just like chocolate, I don't know, chocolate oatmeal drink. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I'm actually probably gonna put some gym footage up right now, so enjoy that, and I'll see you guys for meal 2. post-workout meal is going down. So it is 8:45. I don't start work till 9:30, but I like to get here early, especially when I'm having my post-workout meal, because I don't want to be rushed and get busy. I like to eat it and then like chill and let it digest. So kind of general makeup, guys, of my post-workout nutrition is high carb, moderate amount of like fast digesting protein, and then low fat. Fat is like, it slows digestion, which is good other times in the day, but when it's post-workout, you want your nutrients to be absorbed relatively quickly. So that's why I choose what I choose. So first off, we've got 2 bananas here. So again, fruit is very fast digesting and a quick carbohydrate to get back into you. Right here we have a 1.5 scoops of whey, so it's about 45 grams of protein. And then in here is 50 grams of Special K, again, a fast digesting carb like the bananas. In the Special K, it's either 0.5 or like 0.2 grams of fat. Bananas is 0, and then the whey might be 1 gram of fat because it's a whey isolate, so it's very, very like pure. So yeah, this is the post-workout nutrition. Carb-wise, the numbers off the top of my head, I think it's per banana might be 20. So I'm gonna have 40 carbs here, and then in the cereal is another 20 to 25. So we've got like 50, 60 carb, and then, like I said, about 45 grams of protein. This is just mixed with water. I avoid liquid calories for the most part, even in the off season, just because I prefer to drink water. Honestly, I don't really care to drink anything else. I don't drink alcohol, so that's an easy one. And then I don't drink like juice or milk or anything. And I used to have milk with my protein, but I'm so used to having it with water that it doesn't bother me anymore. Some people really like turn their nose up at having it with water, but it's pretty good once you get used to it, right? So all I do is I add probably about 1/2 to 3/4 in here. So there's about that much water left. I had probably about that much total. So I'll just drink this and then eat those 2, and then relax. Like I said, we got about 40 minutes till work actually starts. And then by that time, this will be in my system. And then, so this will be around 9 o'clock by the time I'm done. And then we'll probably eat again around 11. So I'll see you guys at that next meal. All right, meal number 3 going down. We've got, it's hot. You guys can see that. Ow, it's really hot. I can put that down. In there is 175 grams of rice, 50 grams of kidney beans, which are pretty good. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about kidney beans being on the plan, but they're actually decent. For those of you that don't know, these are like what's in chili. Anyways, kidney beans, basically what's in chili. They're really good. I just eat them plain. You don't have to do anything fancy with them. You just empty them out of the can, and when you heat your food up, they're good to go. And then protein source is lean ground beef. There is 4.5 ounces in there. So pretty solid meal. It's dense, it's heavy. Nothing fancy though. Rice, beef, and some beans. And then I put a little bit of low sugar, so it's no sugar added ketchup. That's my condiment of choice. Yes, everybody says I'm weird for putting ketchup on my rice, but I like it. Don't judge me. All right, so yeah, literally just take some of this. So this is my ketchup for the day between the next few meals. So we just do a little bit of that. We'll mix that in there, a little something like that. Spilling it everywhere. But yeah, a little taste test for you. Unreal. Simple, but it works. So let me eat this. It's almost 11, right? So another 2 hours or so, we'll eat again. So yeah, day in the life of eating, guys. Nothing fancy. Stick to what we know. Stick to what works, and that's all we do. Just wanted to mention again, guys, that I only drink water. Usually with every meal, I'll have one of these when I'm at work, just because it's convenient. That's what we have here. I always put a little bit of ice in it. I don't know if you can see there, just to keep it nice and cold. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't drink any other calories. Just like to have water, good with digestion, good for your body and all that good stuff. So yeah, just want to throw that in there. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next meal. All right, what are we, meal number 4 now? This is my favorite. I'm a big fan of potatoes, so this meal is my go-to when I want something that I like, which is hilarious because it's just some potatoes. But anyways, we've got 260 grams of potatoes and 4.5 ounces of chicken. So again, very, very, very heavy on the carbs. 'Tis the off season, which is what we want, and then just a good moderate amount of protein. The last 2 meals haven't really had any fat in them of note. I like to do fat different times throughout the day, just out of convenience. My fat sources aren't very fancy. Usually it's just like peanut butter, maybe like coconut oil from time to time. So I had like peanut butter in my oatmeal this morning, and then I'll have like probably some fats with my last meal of the day. But for my main like 3 meals, which is the rice and beef you saw earlier, the potatoes and chicken here, and then for the next meal, it's pretty much just protein and a good shot of carbs. So that's what we're having right now, guys. Of course, gonna add a little bit of ketchup on there and slam this back. It's about, let's look at the computer, it says 1:46. So pretty much a couple hours between meals, and that's how I roll. And of course, I've got my water right here. So this will be this meal, and then we'll eat again. I'm done work at 5, and then I have a client, so I'll probably eat again around 4, which is just over 2 hours from now, and then have my last meal tonight. So yeah, bon appetit, enjoy this meal, and then continue on with our day. All right, guys, meal number 5 is going down. This one should probably look awfully familiar. Beef, some rice, and some kidney beans again. So we've got another 50 grams of kidney beans, this time 225 grams of rice, so a little bit more than the 3rd meal today, and then 3 ounces of beef. So a little bit more rice, a little bit less beef. So again, it's nothing fancy. I stick with what works for me. I stick with what I know. I stick with foods that I don't hate eating. All this stuff, like I don't feel like I'm choking it down. Yes, sometimes it gets old, but at the end of the day, not old enough that I don't want to do it, right? And then we're adding in a little bit of ketchup to the meal, the last remaining ketchup of the day. So yeah, it's not fancy. Even in the off season, I don't get carried away with stuff. Right after the show, we have a little bit more adventurous food choices, you could say. But when it comes to like just standard, the weeks of off season and the months, I don't change it up a whole lot. Like I said, I stick with what I know and what I know works. And this off season, I'm physically bigger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been. So with that stuff being said, I'm going to continue with what's got me there. And what's got me there is the foods that I've been eating. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And then you'll see once I start prep that the food choices really don't change all that much. It's just the amounts, the quantities of what I eat. And it's just... Bodybuilding's, it's Groundhog Day, guys. It's the same thing over and over again, day after day, but that's consistency gets results, right? And that's something that you have to, that thing, every time I try to record, that smoothie machine back there, just, can you hear me? Can you even still hear me? No, you can. Anyways, let's get this last meal in, and then meal number 6 today, the last meal of the day, will be at home, so I will see you guys there. Alright guys, the video ends in the kitchen where we started early this morning. So it is almost 7 o'clock. I had my client till 6, came home, took Hercules, our little dog, for a walk, and now it's time to get the last meal in. So this meal here is, I would say, one of like my, I don't know, 2 or 3 go-tos for something good, something that finishes off my day with a good chunk of calories, decent amount of carbs, and then this is kind of where the majority of my fat comes in. My dinner, my supper, you could say, my last meal of the day varies in the off season. Again, depending on what Carrie and I are doing. Sometimes we'll have like steak and pasta with like some salad. Sometimes we'll go out for dinner as like a cheat meal. And this meal right here, now I'm gonna preface this by saying that breakfast is the best. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, pancakes, waffles, they're all amazing. So breakfast for me, it holds a good warm spot in my heart. So that's what this is. Ta-da! We've got a bagel with there's 1 egg, and then we've got 4 slices of turkey bacon. And then of course finishing off my little bit of ketchup for the day. So this is the last meal, guys. This is where the day ends. I'm gonna have a little bit of water in it, but not too much because I don't want to be up all night peeing. It's never fun, been there. So yeah, finishing it off with something tasty, something that is still relatively clean. Like, there's really nothing overly, like, you know, clean and bad food is a stupid way to put it, but people still get hooked on, like, oh, that's not clean, it's not chicken and rice, and it's like, no, you don't have to do that, right? In the off season, we have lots of room for flexibility. Yes, in prep, things get a little bit tighter with the food selections, but right now, I'm not overthinking it, right? I'm eating, you know, good things, a lot of it, and making sure I'm well fueled up for, you know, my training and trying to give my muscles what they need to grow, which is what the off season is all about. So this is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating in the off season. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and if you have any video ideas that you want me to do over the next little while, I've got lots of time to be a little bit more, you know, have more leeway with videos as far as like training and food and stuff before prep starts. So if you guys have ideas, let me know, comment them below, and again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.